Hey YouTube, this is Dean making another vid. If you like my content, please consider hitting the like button. Also, please consider subscribing, as it is very much appreciated. Saturday, happy Flint and Steel Saturday, everyone. Let's get on to it. This week, Bethal Forge Snail Striker. This is the second one I've got from Bethal Forge. I bought from Beaverbushcraft. It's a one-off from Beaverbushcraft. Again, really nice little striker. I've only got a couple of the snail strikers. These are a traditional Scottish design. Also featuring, I sort of glossed over it last week, but this is a brass tinderbox that I bought off eBay. But it's actually an old snuff box that I got. I tend to buy a lot of these sort of just vintage or traditional boxes that I ever see, but you do tend to pay a lot of money for them. So yeah, if you're looking for any of the vintage stuff, just be careful as far as, it depends. If you want to pay a lot of money for it, pay a lot of money for it. If you've got the money for it, go for it. They do tend to, as soon as they're older, they do tend to go up quite up in price. So yeah, this one wasn't that old. I think it was from the early 1900s. But yeah, in really good condition. But they tend to be for snuff boxes. So they used to put the snuff in them or tobacco. But this is, yeah, just a traditional, really, the lid was in really good nick. It doesn't really clasp very well. That's why I put a range band on it. Couldn't think of anything else to really use it as a, to close it. But yeah, beautiful little tin that I use for. Anyway, also going to be using my nitrated paper or nitrated cardboard. Been having a bit of trouble getting it to take a spark, so I've decided. I saw Jason using his tonteldoos. Haven't showed you that for a while. They're my ones that I make up. So mine are a little bit different to Jason's. I usually fill mine up with char cloth. The whole column is just full of char cloth. Also put a spark wheel on the side of it. But I can light it with a flint, steel, no dramas. But I tend to put a spark wheel on the side because that's my solution to the tonteldoos. If you need to light it, I always like the idea of having the system ready to go. Also bought a rabbit fur. Actually bought two of them as a drop. Yeah, I saw them on sale. Nice tanned rabbit fur. So yeah, I'll get this out of the way too because I don't want to put fire on it. But yeah, just beautiful little rabbit fur. But I see these a lot. People using them as drop sheets, you know, like putting their gear on it. So that's what I bought that for. So beautiful tanned rabbit fur. And Aussie flint today, grey Aussie flint. So let's see if we can get this nitrated, get everything out of the way. I only use the tonteldoos if it that's the thing with this. I normally have a striker that has roughed edges, a file. This one doesn't. Yeah, these have been, it's been struggling. I've been struggling to get it to take a spark efficiently. I didn't want to sit here all day, just driving sparks into it. As I said, this striker sparks really well. Just a matter of roughing it up usually. If it doesn't take a spark this time, I'll ember transfer it. Ah, there we go. That's so good. I'm glad that did. You've got to be careful with this stuff because it's very volatile. There we are. Oh, here we go. Trying to hold it. Sorry about that. Trying to hold it with my ember tongs. Not very successfully either. Sorry about the noise. It's not hot. That was a terrible demonstration, but anyway, that happens. But as I say, I don't usually, I show the good and the bad. That was a terrible demonstration. Yeah, you've got to be careful with this stuff because it is very volatile and it tends to go off because it is a very hot solution. Anyway, that was my Bethal Forge snail striker, traditional Scottish snail striker, using nitrated cardboard or eggshell on Aussie grey flint, using jute twine as my tinder bundle, and I dropped it all over the place. But anyway, that's the way it goes. Yeah, as I said, you just got to be careful with that stuff because it does pop and sizzle and carry on like a pork chop if you run a very hot solution like I do, trying to get it to take a spark, because using thinner eggshell, it does tend to take a little bit of, it is a little bit dramatous trying to get it to take a spark, and that's why I've run it so hot. But anyway, and I was showcasing if it didn't take a spark easily, I was going to use my tonteldoos as ember transfer. I was going to drive a spark into it. Sorry if this video is too long. I just drive a spark like that. Into my char cloth. Eventually it takes a spark. Usually picks a spark up. You would think. Maybe that char cloth's gone off. No, it didn't. It's fallen all over it, but not picking it up. There we go. Oh. That tonteldoos is going now. Transfer it onto it, and away you go. And I just push it up further if you want to. As I said, that's going. Put that into a tinder bundle, blow it into flame as per normal, and then to put it out, turns it off. Spark wheel. Is just that's my tonteldoos, my take on the tonteldoos. They normally use flint and steel. They have the traditional South African tonteldoos have a striker and a piece of flint attached to it, but I never have, and I've made several of them up with spark wheels on it. Anyway, thanks for watching.